for being here today, and I've really enjoyed talking to you, those of you that have had something to do with the construction. This is good news for the City Council to be here today to open the biggest building that we've opened in over 100 years is a real pleasure for me. For me personally, I think to be asked to come along and open the biggest building that Birmingham City Council has had in over 100 years is a tremendous pleasure. I think for the city, the building is iconic. It will enable modern working practices and enable a lot of our workforce to work together in a more joined up approach. One or two of you have been telling me you don't wish to leave. I have to tell you your suitcases are already packed because the staff will be moving in shortly. With that, Paul, can I hand over to you?
Sure. Thanks very much, Lord Mayor. I was asked to prepare a 20-minute speech, but as all good contractors, I'll complete it a lot quicker than that. Thomas Vale Construction are delighted to be here today and to hand over this prestigious facility to Birmingham City Council. The Woodcock Street project has been an excellent opportunity for Thomas Vale Construction and for the whole of our supply chain to work in true partnership with the client and Birmingham City Council and all of the stakeholder parties and really demonstrate what value can be added to the whole of the delivery process. The scheme's been delivered highly successfully to all of the key deliverables: time, cost, quality, community, health and safety, environment. It's also been an excellent opportunity for the whole of the team to add value to the community, working closely with schools, colleges, local businesses, and really investing in the whole of the community. And it's left a legacy for Birmingham that we're all very proud of. So all in all, thanks to every single one of our partners, supply chain, and everybody involved with the scheme. We're all jointly committed to helping the local community through our construction projects, and there's already been many positive achievements for the community, and those include the Time Capsule event with the 6 schools, the Pink Hat Stay with MCOR, with our building services partner. Some people like them so much they're still wearing them. But, this was for a very good cause. It was for breast cancer awareness, I'm sure you'll all agree.
Thomas Vale always want to put something back to the community that we're working in, and of course within corporate social responsibility we like to incorporate and work with local schools, and of course one of those things that schools always love to do is time capsules. We did something a little bit special at Woodcock Street in terms of we wanted to take something a little bit further, and with Beeches School, one of the most improved schools across the UK, we asked the children there, or the students, to think about a historical time capsule based on the history of the site before we came here. Instead of burying a time capsule, as we normally do on some of our other projects, we've actually ended up with a postbox design. Now, the postbox design has come particularly from the students and has been incorporated into the reception area of this new building. That's it. Okay.
I think that the time capsule has broadened the learning of the students. It's taken them out of the classroom. It's been a brilliant opportunity to come and see projects like this, things that a normal student is not going to be able to see, and it's really fired up an interest in them for their local area and the history of Birmingham itself, and also for the process that goes into making a building like this, about the actual construction industry itself. And I know that we've got 2 students especially who are now really keen to find out more about it, about what are these processes that go into heating a building efficiently and so on. So it's really broadened their learning of the students. There's a lot of emphasis on developing academic success and pushing students in towards their A-levels and onto further higher education. Not that there's anything wrong with that, it's fantastic, but something like this can cater for other students who are more interested in vocational qualifications, and showing them the world that opens up, the different things that are possible. So yeah, it's been really valuable in terms of just really broadening, opening students' eyes to what they can do.
The students have taken an awful lot of time and trouble in their own time, I might add, and developed a lot of the work that's gone into the capsule and looked at the history of the site, going back 100 years or so, and incorporated all this information both into the contents of the capsule behind the post box, but also onto the touch screen. In addition to the Perry Beeches time capsule, we also wanted to include some local junior schools as well into the project under our corporate social responsibility. And in fact, we actually got buy-in from 6 junior schools, and those 6 junior schools came along to site in March 2010, and we ended up burying a time capsule with contents produced from the 6 schools and the children, and that's actually now buried under the foundations of the main reception area of Woodcock Street.
Okay, all the way then, please.
I said previously that we've all been very proud to have been involved in the delivery of this landmark scheme, and also given the impressive list of long-term benefits to all, as we previously mentioned. I think we should all be absolutely proud about the legacy that we've delivered for Birmingham. Thank you very much, and I'll pass back to Councillor.
Thank you, Paul. And in opening my remarks, can I compliment you and all at Thomasvale and those associated with the way that this project has been delivered within budget, which is very important to me, to have the members of finance, within time, and also the extra economic regeneration that it's created within the area of the jobs is a great side. Well, not side, it's an important part, but it's a benefit that we've had from the building.
It means a number of things. It means that we're going to provide far better working environment for our employees. And it's also an iconic building because it's the first time for a generation that we've invested this sort of sum in a brand new build in the city. This building will house over 3,000 employees in 21st century working conditions, and they'll be able to enjoy what they're doing and also provide an excellent service, as they still do, to the citizens of Birmingham.
The building's been designed to be rated as excellent by Brew, and it's making a significant contribution to our plans to reduce CO2 emissions by 60% by 2026 and to further reduce running costs. With the successful delivery of 10 Woodcock Street, we'll be able to reduce the amount of energy, inefficient and poorly maintained property we operate from, creating annual running cost savings at the moment of around £4 million per annum. Development of 10 Woodcock Street will ensure that the programme is on target to reduce its CAB building running costs by over 40% by 2013-14. So Woodcock Street is very much more than just a building. It's about efficiency savings, but it's a pleasant place to work. Employees will start to move into this place in phase, starting in a couple of weeks' time, with the building being fully occupied by the end of 2012. And Mr. David Fletcher, who's standing there, has the job of planning 3,000 individual employee moves between now and the summer, haven't you, David? So it's not much pressure there.
This building was part of the Working for the Future programme. We recognised early on in the programme that we needed a large building to complement the other buildings that we got in scope, around 180,000 square foot, and we came upon this site and we've developed a building of around 200,000 square feet, which will give us the economies of scale that we need going forward. It's also very close to Lancaster Circus, less than a 5-minute walk away, which provides about 170,000 square foot. So we will have a critical mass of around 5,000 staff in this area of the city, working very closely together, and that should give us some economies across the piece really going forward. The building itself we procured through the Birmingham Contract Partnership, which has worked very well for us. We've developed it with the contractor early doors, and we've taken that forward, and we've got some tremendous buying gains through that sort of process as well, and it has proved to be extremely good value for money for us.
I too would like to thank the project team of Birmingham Property Services, Urban Design, Service Birmingham, Telereal, Trillium, Associated Architects, and last but by no means least, Thomasvale Construction for their work in delivery and making the building a reality. It's been a pleasure, Paul. A few minutes ago I was talking to some of your lads who've been on site for over 2 years. I wondered what they're going to do now, but they were excited. They are excited about actually seeing it through. And I think it's a credit to these lads and hundreds of others like them that we have the product that we have today. The project team will show you around the building shortly, and we hope that you're impressed with the new environment and the benefits and opportunities. And I'd now like to hand back to the Lord Mayor, if I may, who will officially open the building.
As Lord Mayor of Birmingham, it gives me great pleasure to officially mark the handover of 10 Woodcock Street from Thomas Vale Construction to Birmingham City Council. Thank you each and every one of you that has been involved in the project. You will make a big difference to the working environment of many council employees, but equally importantly, you will make a big difference to our service users because of what will be going on here in future years. Well done.
And